Infosys, the unfiltered real story. Every detail, every emotion. Intro and hook. Forget what you think you know about corporate beginnings. Picture this: 7 engineers crammed into a tiny one-bedroom apartment, fueled by a mere $250. Borrowed, no less. Sound like a forgotten footnote in history? Buckle up. What if I told you that humble, almost laughably underfunded setup was the epicenter of an explosion that launched a global tech titan? We're not about to drone through some dusty company slideshow. No way. This is the unvarnished, pulse-pounding truth of battling impossible odds, staring down soul-crushing personal sacrifices, and defying the limitations of an entire nation to forge something truly legendary. This is Infosys, the raw, the real, the every single heartbeat story. Section 1. The spark of an impossible dream. Transport yourself to 1981, Pune, India. A time when reliable electricity was a dream, phone lines were a myth, and venture capital? Virtually unheard of in the entire country. Yet, against this backdrop of scarcity, Narayana Murthy, Nandan Nilekani, Gopalakrishnan, Kris, Gopalakrishnan, Dinesh, Raghavan, and Ashok Arora didn't just dream, they dared to ignite a revolution. From that cramped apartment, their arsenal? A single, battered old typewriter, world-class technical brilliance, and a burning, almost defiant conviction that Indian talent could conquer the global tech arena. This was never just about launching a company. It was a declaration to the world, and perhaps most profoundly, to themselves. Section 2. The Crucible. Early struggles and sacrifices. So, what did those formative years truly feel like? Let me paint you a picture. Pure, unadulterated grind. The office was Raghavan's home. The team a tight-knit huddle around a single table. That now legendary $250 seed money, that was an act of unwavering faith from Narayana Murthy's wife, Sudha Murthy, scraped together from her own savings. A story that still sends shivers down the spine of Indian entrepreneurs. Can you imagine months where salaries were aspirational? Or the sheer effort of international client calls, requiring treks to the post office at hours that would make your head spin? These weren't just jobs they left behind. They were secure lives, exchanged for a wild, precarious gamble that had everyone around them shaking their heads, whispering, "Why risk it all?" But the bond between these 7, forged in fire, absolutely unbreakable. Kris Gopalakrishnan, an IIT Madras double postgraduate, wasn't just managing complex tech. He was the diplomatic bridge to crucial clients, often racing against time, oceans away, fueled by sheer willpower. Personal comfort? A forgotten luxury. Murthy and Sudha embraced extreme frugality. We're talking survival mode. Nilekani deferred his family dreams. They pooled every last resource, breathing life into their fledgling creation, day by painstaking day. Each founder didn't just sacrifice, they poured their souls into it. Section 3. Glimmers of Hope. First steps and critical moves. Then, amidst the relentless struggle, a flicker. A strategic masterstroke. In 1983, Infosys made a bold, almost audacious move, relocating its headquarters to Bengaluru. It was a colossal gamble, a bet-the-farm moment, but it catapulted them directly into the beating heart of what would soon erupt as India's Silicon Valley. This wasn't just a change of address, it was them grabbing the pen to co-author India's tech destiny. This move unlocked a torrent of talent and placed them in a city synonymous with IT innovation. The climb was brutal, marked by small, hard-won victories, relentless, teeth-gritting persistence, and the constant, chilling shadow of uncertainty. Yet, that audacious dream, fueled by an ocean of grit, simply refused to be extinguished. Section 4. Breaking Through. The IPO and Going Global. And extinguish it did not. The 1990s arrived like a cyclone, a maelstrom of exhilarating opportunity and terrifying new challenges. Burn this into your memory. 1993. Infosys makes the monumental decision to go public with an IPO in India. And what happens? It's initially undersubscribed. Can you feel the sheer terror? The sleepless nights, the frantic huddles, the crushing weight of watching your dream teeter on the brink? But these founders? Quitting wasn't in their vocabulary. They dug deeper, pushed harder, and against the odds, the IPO clawed its way to success. This wasn't just about capital. It was a seismic shift. They unleashed employee stock options, a revolutionary concept for India at the time, transforming their employees into wealth creation partners. How profoundly game-changing is that? The momentum became a tidal wave. By 1999, Infosys didn't just make history. It became history, the very first Indian company to blaze its trail onto the NASDAQ. Can you feel the surge of pride, the profound vindication echoing through those years of sacrifice? Revenues exploded to $100 million. They clinched the CMM Level 5 certification, a global benchmark of supreme quality. From that one-bedroom apartment to the roaring floors of Wall Street. Absolutely breathtaking. What an odyssey, right? If your pulse is racing with stories of impossible grit and world-altering moves like this, smash that subscribe button. You won't want to miss the next chapter of inspiration we're bringing your way. Section 5. Beyond Profits. Values, Innovation, and Expansion. But here's the soul of Infosys. It was never only about the bottom line. Narayana Murthy and his team didn't just build a company. They wove an unbreakable fabric of values into its very DNA. Radical transparency, unshakable fairness, and a culture where pure meritocracy reigned supreme. In 1996, the Infosys Foundation was born, a powerful testament to their pledge to uplift the society that nurtured their ascent. And the world? It wasn't just noticing, it was captivated. By the late 90s, the Infosys flag was a beacon of Indian prowess. In Toronto, Germany, Sweden, Belgium, Australia, their global ambition was taking flight, fast and furiously. The new millennium ushered in even more audacious leaps. Finacle, their core banking solution, didn't just launch. It began a swift and decisive market conquest. Then came Progeon, their BPO arm, dramatically expanding their arsenal of offerings. These visionaries weren't just adapting to trends, they were architecting them. And architect they did. In 2005, prepare for this number, Infosys shattered the $1 billion revenue mark. Pause. From $250 to $1 billion. But they were just warming up. Leadership transitions, often the Achilles heel of giants, were navigated by Infosys with a signature blend of profound humility and laser-sharp strategic foresight. Kris Gopalakrishnan ascended to CEO in 2007, masterfully piloting Infosys through the treacherous, storm-tossed seas of the global financial crisis. He didn't just keep the ship afloat, he ensured innovation thrived. Each leader, from Murthy to Nilekani to Crucible, brought their unique genius. Yet those foundational values, they remained sacrosanct, immutable. The emotional journey was relentless. The euphoric highs of landing colossal client deals and global accolades, inextricably intertwined with the gut-wrenching lows of project setbacks, formidable regulatory battles, and the unyielding pressure of hyper-fierce global competition. Yet, through every peak and every valley, it was the founders' unwavering unity, their almost spiritual belief in their mission, and their profound, heartfelt responsibility to their thousands of employees, individuals who had bet their own futures on Infosys, that propelled them ever forward. And then, by 2016, they didn't just hit another milestone, they detonated it. $10 billion in revenue. This saga of raw, unyielding perseverance, does it resonate deep within you? If this story strikes a chord, a thumbs up would be incredible. It tells us we're sharing something that truly matters. So, what is Infosys today? It's not just a company. It's a global technology titan, a force of nature. We're talking a market capitalization dancing around an astounding $77 to $80 billion, empowering clients across more than 56 countries. It's a name that screams innovation, ironclad ethical practices, and a deeply ingrained, authentic commitment to building a sustainable future. And those 7 engineers from that forgotten Pune apartment, they are now revered icons, dedicating their lives and vast resources to philanthropy, to igniting and nurturing the next generation of audacious dreamers and unstoppable entrepreneurs. As Narayana Murthy himself once powerfully stated, we were not the smartest, but we were the most determined. We believed that if we worked hard enough, we could change the world. And change it, they unequivocally did. Undeniably, they did. Listen, the Infosys saga transcends a mere corporate history. It is a roaring, earth-shaking testament to the incandescent power of a shared dream, the unbreakable strength forged in collective struggle, and the monumental impact of simply refusing to surrender. From a single bedroom and a prayer of $250 to commanding the global stage. Every intricate detail, every surge of emotion, every brutal struggle, and every triumphant milestone in Infosys' journey didn't just redefine possibilities for its founders and employees. It fundamentally architected India's entire tech landscape and thundered a message to the entire world. This is what India can achieve. What's the one moment in the Infosys story that sends shivers down your spine, that makes you believe anything is possible? Share your heart in the comments below. Actionable steps for viewers. Dream bold, start small. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Take action with whatever resources you have, even if it's just a small room and sheer determination. Cultivate unbreakable partnerships. Surround yourself with a team whose trust is forged through struggle. Invest in shared vision and collective sacrifice. Turn adversity into advantage. Treat every hardship, be it lack of capital, infrastructure, or connections, as fuel to prove what's possible against the odds. Prioritize values from day one. Anchor your journey in integrity, transparency, and meritocracy. Build not just a company, but a legacy of trust. Take calculated risks. Bold steps, like moving operations, seeking global markets, or pioneering employee stock options, can change everything. Innovate relentlessly. Don't just adapt to trends. Create them. Invest in R&D and challenge yourself to deliver solutions that set new standards. Value and empower your people. Treat your team as true partners in success, sharing both the struggles and the rewards openly. Expand beyond borders. Think globally. Don't limit your impact to your city or country. Dare to conquer the world stage. Give back. Always. Remember your roots and uplift your ecosystem. Philanthropy and giving back must be central to your mission. Persist, persist, persist. Even when the odds are impossible and setbacks seem unending, relentless perseverance is the true secret to extraordinary achievement. 5. Game-changing Infosys quotes that revolutionize the company. Powered by intellect. Driven by values. Company motto. We were not the smartest, but we were the most determined. We believed that if we worked hard enough, we could change the world. Narayana Murthy. Infosys is built on the pillars of customer centricity, passion for excellence, and uncompromising integrity. Nandan Nilekani. Leadership is not about a title or a designation. It's about impact, influence, and inspiration. Kris Gopalakrishnan. Our assets walk out of the door each evening. We have to make sure that they come back the next morning. Narayana Murthy.